on blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz. Hope you guys are having a good morning. So, my boy Crypto Blood messaged me last night and he says, "Hey, your boy Sean mentioned both of us in a Rouge Money interview today." So, I'm just gonna play that for you guys real quick, and then we'll just discuss what he talked about because it is of importance. So here we go.
These ideas, and instead of buying 1,000 of each, I'd buy like 100 of each and feel like a hero trading out of it.
He's
after I
talking
made
about
40%.
stocks right now.
To become a multi-millionaire is you need to buy and hold. And there's a lot of great people in the space that I listen to as regarding cryptos. Buddies of mine, I listen to these guys, Crypto Blood, my buddy Nick Amenta. What is Truth Blitz Media, I think is his YouTube channel. And these guys constantly talking about they're trading in and trading out, and trading in and trading out. You cannot become a multimillionaire if you're going to trade in and out of Bitcoin. Because if you did that over the last 30 days, you sold at 4,000 or 5,000. And now what are you going to buy back in at 7,200?
You know how many people I talk to? They're like, "Wow, man, Bitcoin's at 7,000. Too bad I traded I traded out of Bitcoin completely." Listen, I'm like, wow.
Listen, I still have every Bitcoin I've ever bought. And I also have my Bitcoin Cash. So I got those for free. At the next fork, the next Sedgwick, I'll get those additional coins for free. And I'm holding them all as a long-term, call it a gamble. But at this point, cashing those coins out I don't have enough to pay off my house. Let's put it that way. So my goal is to become wealthy enough with those. If they go to the moon, I'm going to pay off my house and then some. So, but you can't get there if you don't hold them. That's the lesson. If you guys are going to get involved in cryptos, anyone listening, this is not investment advice. This is gambling advice. If you're going to get involved in this space, you have to adopt a buy and hold mentality. If you're going to have the trader's mentality, you might win in the short term. You're ultimately going to end up sick to your stomach, just like coulda, woulda, shoulda's about Apple at $12 a share when it goes to 1,000.
Okay. So, Sean's a good friend of mine, and he made some valid points in that. Now, he knows, because I talk to Sean pretty regularly, so he knows that I do trade in and out of certain positions that I have. You know, things that let's put it this way. I have my long-term hold or HODL positions that they're just there. I don't touch them. I don't care if the price starts dropping. I don't care if the price spikes and moons. I don't touch them because they're there for a reason. This is a long-term investment that, you know, I'm hoping, you know, a year and a half down the road. Like, for example, my pillar. I keep adding to my stash of pillar. You know, I won't say how many I have at the moment, but I just keep adding 1,000, a couple thousand at a time, right? And I'm not selling those. Same thing with my Amizago, right? Now, I'll get into that in a second as far as Amizago goes, right? Because Amizago, from where I bought in, I'm at a loss right now. You know, I got in around $8, and you know, we had gotten all the way down below 6. So I feel like, because I know Amizago is gonna go back up, I feel like while it was slowly dropping, I should have sold my position and traded out of it, but only to buy back in around the low. And that's what it's all about, is timing. If you're going, and what I'm getting to is I have my positions that are my shorter term trades that I have no emotional attachment to, right? So I have those as, like some of you guys know, I bot trade as well. I have a bot. I use it to trade on Bittrex. And then I have other positions that, you know, maybe things that are not on Bittrex that I manually trade. So I'm not just trading in and out of everything. Like I said, I do have certain positions that I don't touch. They're there. They're my hodls. They're long-term investments. I don't touch them. And these are things that I believe are going to do well. You know, things that, first of all, that I have done research on them, but, you know, Crypto Blood did his video where he did the poll, and we had questions that we wanted Cliff to ask, and he answered those questions. And there's some positions that I have, and they are things that Cliff says are going to outpace ETH in price. Pillar's one of them. We got Pillar, Amisago, Veritasium, and EOS. I have all those things, and I don't touch them. And I've had them before, you know, that video. I've just added more, for example, to my Pillar since then. Another one would be Litecoin. I don't touch my Litecoin. But again, then I have my shorter term trade positions. I had some, you know, I had some Status, some Funfair, some other things too that I traded out of. Some of it was take a profit. Some of it was because I didn't have any, as Crypto Blood like to say, dry powder left over, and I wanted to up my Pillar stash. So I traded out of my Status. I traded out of my Funfair. A few others I traded out of, and you know, I used that to buy more Pillar. So do I trade in and out of positions? Yes, I do. But not all of them. So that's something you really have to decide before, you know, or before you really get into this. Do you want to be a trader, or do you want to be an investor? And my buddy Andy Keene tweeted or responded to my tweet last night, and he said, and I will read this to you guys because his tweet made a lot of sense here. So he said, I ask myself, is this a trade or an investment before starting a position? Because it's easy to forget. And that's true. It is easy to forget, you know. When you buy into a position, is this a trade for you or is this an investment? Okay, because if it's a trade and you're buying in low, you know, and because you feel that the price is going to go up a few months down the road and you're going to be able to sell out at a profit, good, but recognize that, right? I helped somebody yesterday sell out of some Vertcoin, and it was a nice profit that he made on Vertcoin. He got into Vertcoin, you know, under $1, sold out above $4, and happy camper, right? And he's new to cryptos, so this is like, you know, his first trade. So now he's got the fever, right? So I helped him get into those four positions, and those were from the questions. It wasn't EOS, but it was Very, Amisago, Pillar, and then Populous. So those now he's holding. Those are investments. So he made a trade to profit, to get more capital, to invest. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that, but know what you're doing before you do it, you know. Now, if you want to be risky, you know, you can, you know, say you're in a position and you're investing, right? And this is where it gets real tricky because you don't know what the market's going to do. So we'll use Amisago as an example. So Amisago is up, right? You could have sold at the top, and you would have had to time this right. You could have sold at the top, got some profit, and then waited for it to drop and bought back in at the bottom, and then had more of a position to hodl. But it's really risky to do that, and I don't suggest it because you don't know if it's going to drop. And if it doesn't, then you sold out of your position. it keeps rising, and then you have less of a position in it. So again, the best bet is to recognize your strategy before you really buy into a position. Is this a trade or an investment? And yeah, I mean, that's my suggestion. I really, I would do that before you really get into a position. Just know what your strategy is. Anyway, real quick look at the market cap. We are down on Bitcoin, so we did see a pullback. Seems like overnight because it was up last night, right? It was up. Actually, I'm sorry. I had to refresh my browser. I didn't even recognize that. Okay. Never mind. I take that back. We're still up. That kind of scared me for a second because I did not know. I couldn't fathom how it dropped so much so quick because I could have sworn I just looked at it not that long ago and it was at 72. Wow. Okay. I feel stupid now. Anyway, the cap is looking good. I mean, we're at 121 on Bitcoin. That's amazing. It just keeps getting better and better. We'll take a quick look at some others. Neo's back up. That's good, or it's on its way back up. I'm liking that because I do have some Neo. Amisago slowly climbing back up, but I'm not worried about that. EOS has been performing pretty well the last few days. 124. It was down to just like 52 cents not that long ago. So, pretty good. Pretty happy. Yeah. So, again, guys, know your strategy. Decide whether your position is a trade or an investment, because it is a lot, for me, it's a lot, it makes more sense for me to buy a position in a good asset and just hold it, because first of all, it's less work and less stress. All right, because trading is very stressful. I don't know how many times I wanted to throw my computer through the damn window by screwing up a trade. It's happened before. Nobody starts out being a good trader. It takes a lot of practice, and I'm still not an awesome trader. I like to think I'm okay, but it's a lot less stressful. Just get yourself into some good positions and hodl. Okay, you don't have to be a trader, and like Sean was talking about how the price of Bitcoin is right now. You would have got in at Bitcoin, last year, less than a year ago, $800. You know what I mean? $800. Look at that profit that you would have made. Right now we're at 73.11. It's insane. So less than a year. So just think about that, right? Hope this video kind of helped you guys a little bit. Thank you, Sean, for the shout out for me and Crypto Blood on Rouge Money. Appreciate that. I've been following you for, I've been following you for a long time. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video.